guys, and welcome back to the Isle of Nowhere server. It has been a few months since we played on here for a few different reasons, but there's actually been a lot going on. We're just flying over the overground area of the base at the moment, which is looking pretty cool if I do say so myself. But yeah, the reason why there hasn't been any videos from the server for a while is because one, we've had a lot of other stuff going on. We've had mod packs going on, so we've been playing Monster Pack Reloaded, we've been playing, what else have we been playing? Pixelmon, and we've been playing on Builder's Paradise as well, so that's been taking up a lot of time. I've also been doing a lot of building over on Twitch streams, because I do really enjoy hanging out with you guys, and especially the other monsters as well when they drop by. It's always a fun time. But what I thought to do today, because I do want to get back into actually recording videos, is give you a quick tour of what's actually happened since the last video. And yeah, just kind of get you guys caught up on where we're actually up to. So before we actually get started with the tour, I just want to say a big thank you to anyone who's watching the videos. Your support means a lot to me. If you do like the videos, please hit that like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing, as it really does help out the channel and it lets me know that you want to see more of this content. But without further ado, let's get into the recap / tour. So if we head down here straight away, what you should see is there's a fair bit of change. Up here, not so much. We're waiting for the new blocks in 1.14 before we can do that. But down here, we've actually got a design for the entrance hallway. We've still got a few sections to do, just a few, and also the ceiling itself, as we need to get a bit of light up there. It's still quite dark even with the lava added in. And as we come down here and see something else as well, we've actually got a dwarven statue taking up the middle of the build now, and this fire lava crystal, which is going to be one of the main features. We've also cleared out all of the ocean from up here, and my god did that take a while. That took absolutely forever. Let's just fly up here so you can get an idea. Looks like we need to go higher, maybe a little bit higher just for luck. So yeah, all of this right here was ocean. Oh god, did that take a while. That took so long. Yeah, just ignore the cows. We'll come on to why they're there later. But we've started putting in the ceiling here now, and you actually see as we get close up that this is actually lava encased within a couple of layers of red and orange glass, which is how we're getting that effect. Obviously you're not meant to look at it up close, you're meant to look at it from a distance. So let's see. What shaders have we got on at the moment? We've got the enhanced default. If we switch to basic for a second. Come on. Oh, got the blue circle of death. There we go. There we go. So yeah, this is actually what it's supposed to look like. You can see just there on the corners the colour gradient just shining through. But I think that's looking absolutely fantastic. We need to actually attach it to the ceiling and build the ceiling itself, of course, but other than that, you can probably see there's been a lot of changes. We've got the bridges done, we've got this entire thing framed with this lovely little trim. We've got an outer walkway as well. This wasn't here before. This is new, the whole outer walkway. We've got the walls built up. I actually had to move these forward. You could probably actually see that if I go up here. So yeah, it turns out the original circle was about 10 blocks off on this side. So I've had to redo it, and it's looking a lot more circular now. What else have we done? What else have we done? Oh yes, we've got a few builds down here. Got the start of the archways done, which is just mimicking the one from the entrance hallway. But we've got this tunnel design done. I've got a couple of alcoves with armor stands in. Absolutely loving the armor stand data pack, by the way. It's an absolutely amazing tool. Love posing these little guys. But yeah, down here we've got a couple of farms. They're not entirely finished. Kelp farm. Must have just harvested recently, as I can't see any growing. Neverwort farm. which it looks like someone has harvested. I'm going to guess that was Sugar. She was here yesterday exploring, so I'm going to blame Sugar for that. I've got another alcove there for some armor stands. This here, as you can see, kind of in the process of digging out. I'm going to build a creeper farm here. And that is going to link up to this farm over here, sugarcane. You see, gunpowder plus paper equals rockets. Now those farms aren't huge, they're not going to produce a massive quantity of the stuff, but what they are going to do is just allow us to have enough of a backlog of materials so that we're not running out of rockets constantly, which is kind of a problem right now. So we've got the storage room. I believe this hasn't changed much since the last video, but in case you haven't seen it already, this is our storage room. If that wasn't obvious, we probably went a bit overkill, I'm not going to lie. We've got a lot of space, so we're not even using yet, and we haven't even started on the second floor and putting the chests in up there. But what I'm thinking is I'm going to move coloured blocks upstairs. So that'll be the glass, wool, concrete, terracotta, dyes and so on. Even then we're going to have a lot of free space. Absolute ton of free space. Oh yes, we missed a room. Probably one of my favourite rooms actually, besides the main hall. But we have here our library, which is looking awesome. Took a hell of a lot of bookshelves though. I'll tell you that, I did not expect to use this many bookshelves. Nor did I account for how expensive they were going to be. You may remember the cows that were up above ground. Yeah, this is why I needed them. And yeah, we're still not done. I think this took in total about 15 stacks of bookshelves so far, which is 45 stacks of books. That's just absolutely insane. And all of that just because I wanted a room for my enchanting table, which doesn't even have its own bookshelves yet. But oh well. It's getting there. It is getting there. I think that's actually all of the builds we've got done. And oh, it's nighttime. Nighttime is a great chance to actually view this crystal. Look at there, glowing in the night sky. And let's just pop some shaders on. Let's go for the vibrant shaders, because why not? We like the vibrant shaders. Nope, come on. Blue circle of death again. There we go. I mean, if we could have the back wall actually load in, that would be fantastic. But yeah. Let's see, all these torches aren't going to be here forever. When 1.14 rolls around, we're probably going to replace a lot of those with lanterns and also try and get some hidden lighting as well. But yeah, look at that thing. Obviously you've got the lava in the middle there. You can see the colour grade from red to orange, then back to red, and then orange for the outside again. Oh god, that is amazing. It took around 3 hours to build and it was so worth it. Absolutely 100% worth it. But anyway, we're going to switch back to enhanced default, I think, for exploring around, because the vibrant shades, although they're great for screenshots and looking around, they're really not good for exploring. They're just so overpowering, so bright. But anyway, I think that is, as I was saying, that is actually it for the new stuff I've built around here. I do want to quickly talk about what my plans are for the rest of the base. So we've got this direction over here. Nothing built here yet. What I'm planning is having a throne room. So we're going to have a large hall. It's got to be, you know, the seat of power within this base, and it's got to demonstrate that power by being large and, you know, having these strong features to it. I've got a couple of designs I've been playing around with in a creative world, so fingers crossed that's going to happen soon. But probably one of the things I am most excited about is down here. You can see we've got a fence. Danger, keep out. Why, you ask? Well, because we're going with the age-old story. The dwarves got greedy and they dug too deep. They uncovered something that was never meant to be found. And that is this giant hole. Nah, I'm just kidding. So what we're actually planning here is I want to do a labyrinth, which can act as a kind of mini game for the other monsters on the server if they want to come down and explore its depths. But what I want to do to make this a little more unique, don't want it to just be a generic maze, is I'm going to add some story into it. So we're going to go with like heavy on the lore. And the way we're going to do that is to actually dot some kind of gems of the story around the labyrinth. So things like you might find like a random corpse using the armor stand data pack just laid there on the floor, a bit of redstone on the floor for blood, and next to him you might find a book just kind of lying around either on an item frame or attached to another armor stand. And if you read that book, what it'll do is it'll give you a bit of insight into what was probably the final days of that dwarf as he spent his time lost in this labyrinth, trying to find his way out or trying to retain his sanity as he just learns exactly what kind of evils they've uncovered down here. And there's going to be lots of those dotted about the place. So you can imagine you come into this labyrinth, you're twisting, you're turning, you're going down all these dead ends, and every now and then you come across just a tiny piece of this story. And the whole idea behind this is the more lost you get, the more story you uncover. So it's not just a case of getting straight from point A to B, from getting start to finish. There's actually an incentive to not do that, to actually spend your time in it. And even if you get through the maze pretty quickly, there's always that kind of element of, oh, do I go back and see if I can find anything else? Do I replay it and uncover more lore behind what actually happened to these dwarfs? Because you may or may notice, but this place is pretty empty. There's no actual life here. That for whatever reason, these dwarfs have cleared out, and the evils they found beyond that labyrinth could certainly have played a part in that. But that's going to be the labyrinth. That is, as I said, I'm really excited to build that, and hopefully going to make a start on that very soon, actually. In this direction, we haven't got anything planned or dug out yet, but what I want is a residential area, obviously abandoned now, for the dwarves, and I'm thinking just a large open cavern, lots of rock structures, rock bridges, and a couple of houses dug into the sides of the walls, maybe a couple of not quite functional buildings, but they look like they have a function or a purpose. Maybe like a forge, because dwarves love their forging, they love their smithing. But that is currently everything I have planned for this place. Obviously up here, lots of plans. We're going to dig out the chasms a bit more, build some bridges, more lava pools. We've got the tower over here, which is meant to be the... Oh dear God. Oh no. I have a feeling my Elytra just broke. Oh God, there's baby zombies everywhere. There are baby zombies everywhere, and my Elytra are broke. Let's get in here. Yep. Well, isn't that a bummer? But you know what? This is why I carry a spare Elytra. I'm really glad that was there. This was going to be the one time it wasn't there, wasn't it? That would be absolutely typical. There. Problem sorted. Oh God, now he's in. Now he's in. Get out. Get. Home invader. Right. There we go. Oh my Jesus Christ. It's a raid. Not the good kind of raid. Oh, can we actually leave our little hidey hole now? There we go. So, there is one major other build that I've been working on. So this is again something that I've been doing over on Twitch. It's taken a good couple of weeks to do, and it's not actually that far from my base through the Nether Hub. But we've had a bit of help from some of the other monsters, so I just want to say a big thank you to all of them, particularly Sneaky for the massive amount of digging you've done. Like seriously, you've been a massive help. Grim has done a bit of digging as well. Sneaky and Ranger for donating resources. And here it is. This is our new end portal room. Fully designed around bringing the end into the overworld. So we've got a fairly sizable cuboid here. I believe it was about 105 blocks in one direction by 111. Mainly because I couldn't count. Apparently I got the dimensions wrong, but that's not a problem. It's a black void, it doesn't really make any difference. We're going from about bedrock all the way up to, I think that's about Y level 65. And what we've tried to do is just recreate a diorama of some players as they venture into the raid for the first time. Obviously this guy doesn't quite know what he's doing. He's trying to fire at the end crystal, but he hasn't broken the iron cage yet. Similarly, we've got this guy over here who has, well, he's just completely missed, hasn't he? Or maybe he's aiming for the Ender Dragon, who we don't actually have in here. But if anyone does know of a way to get an Ender Dragon in the overworld, please let me know, because that would be absolutely amazing. What else have we got? Oh yeah, this guy has went splat. He's got blood everywhere. His items are all around him. You should have really used that water bucket, mate, shouldn't you? If you'd used that in time, you'd be fine. And then we've got this guy who's been a little bit clever. He's using some ladders to get up to the end crystal. And then besides that, we've got a small end island with the chorus flowers. And a tiny little end city, the kind you hate to see when you go end raiding. But this one does actually have a couple of shulker boxes, just like the real thing. Well, maybe not quite like the real thing. These ones aren't alive. Yeah, I was kind of too lazy to actually go to the end and bring shulkers back, and nobody got time for that. But anyway, yeah. Also want to say thanks to Ranger for the dragon egg. Like, seriously, that just completes it. Maybe the Ender Dragon's dead. Maybe that's why it's not there. Still, it hasn't stopped the armor stands from trying. Anyway, next thing I want to show is up here. Now, this isn't one of my builds, but I want to show it off anyway. And this is the Never train station, which I believe Ranger built. Ranger's done a lot on this server lately. So this is looking absolutely glorious with the quartz, the red Never brick, the Never fences, making full use of all of the Never blocks there. And you can see along here we've got our arrivals, we've got our destination selector. So we can change that to Gold XP Farm, Trident Farm, and so on, Christmas Village. Another absolutely amazing build. If you haven't seen the video for that, you should definitely check it out. We had a lot of fun creating that as a community. But yeah, nothing much else to show other than the fact that this just looks really cool. I mean, it's a shame there's no terraforming around here, but still a very cool build nonetheless. This brings us to the Nether Hub, which we've still got our platform here, but we've actually dug it out all the way to about Y level 30, I believe. I want to say Y level 30, just before the massive lava pools start. And you can kind of see we've got this derpy little face staring back at us. Now this is the Stress Monster. No, not that one, not her. Not Stress Monster 101, but this is the kind of the mascot of Stress Monster, I guess. And it's actually a scale representation of the spawn island, which some of the mods and the other builders actually spent quite a bit of time creating back for when the server started. And it's still got a lot of work to do, don't get me wrong, but it's coming along nicely. We just need to get the grass into it now, and then we're going to lower the hub down a few blocks. And the last build I kind of want to show off is just at the top of this hill. You can just kind of see it peeking over there, but let's not spoil it. Let's get a view of it from the sky. If we can actually fly, please. That would be fantastic. There we go. Much better. And there it is, all the way off in the distance. Now, this is the MTA, the Monster Transit Authority, which is inspired by the Hermit Rail network from Hermitcraft Season 6, which Rendog is building. But this is basically a train station, which is looking absolutely gorgeous. Now, LSR has built an absolutely amazing builder on the server. Also built the Ender and Guardian farm. And look at this. This is just... oh, this is just so good. This is absolutely amazing. Little pink train there. Got a bridge leading over to the other platform. And the railway tracks. Even with the splits on the line there. That is just, yeah, absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see what's done with the rest of this. I really can't. And I would also love to be able to fly as well. That would be good, wouldn't it? But anyway, guys, that is going to do us for the server recap. Hope that's brought you all up to date. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to smack that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!